They say betrayal cuts deeper than any knife. But what if I told you? The worst part isn't the betrayal itself, it's what comes after. This is the story of Daniel, a man who lost everything in one night, and the revenge that almost destroyed him. If you've ever been betrayed, stay until the end. You won't believe what happens next. Daniel was brilliant, ambitious, unstoppable. He and his best friend Caleb spent 2 years building something revolutionary, a tech startup that could change everything. Late nights, empty coffee cups, dreams bigger than the city skyline. But success attracts shadows. One Friday evening, Daniel walked into their shared office and found it empty. Not just empty, stripped clean. The computers, the files, the investor contracts, gone. And there on the desk, a single note. Sometimes you have to take what's yours. See, Caleb didn't just steal the business. He stole Daniel's identity. Hit like if you're already feeling the rage, because it gets darker. Daniel didn't sleep for 3 days. He sat in his apartment, scrolling through news articles about Caleb's genius startup. His face, his story, his lie, every interview, every headline. They all said the same thing. Self-made visionary Caleb launches groundbreaking company. And Daniel? He didn't exist anymore. Something inside him snapped. He started planning. Not revenge, justice. He tracked Caleb's schedule, his meetings, his routines. He knew where Caleb lived, where he ate, where he was vulnerable. But one night, in a dimly lit cafe, he met someone unexpected. Her name was Maya, an artist with sad eyes and paint-stained hands. She was sketching something dark, a bird trapped in a cage. Daniel stared at her. She continued, "Because sometimes we choose our prisons. Subscribe now, because what happens next will shock you." That conversation haunted Daniel, but the anger, it still burned. So he made a decision. He arranged a meeting, told Caleb they needed to talk business. Caleb agreed, confident, smug, untouchable. They met in a rooftop restaurant overlooking the city. Daniel sat across from him, hands clenched under the table. Caleb smiled. "Daniel, man, no hard feelings, right? Business is business." Daniel didn't blink. "You took everything from me." Caleb laughed. "Greater than, I took an opportunity. You were too slow." That's when Daniel pulled out a folder, emails, contracts, proof that Caleb had committed fraud, enough to destroy him. Caleb's face went pale. "What do you want?" Daniel leaned forward. "Greater than, I want to watch you lose everything, just like I did." He slid the folder across the table. "But I'm not going to." Caleb froze. Daniel stood up. "Greater than, I forgive you, Caleb. Not because you deserve it, but because I refuse to become you." And just like that, Daniel walked away. Comment below, would you have done the same? Or would you have destroyed him? 3 months later, Caleb's company collapsed. Not because of Daniel, but because lies always crumble. Investors found out. Partners left. The empire fell. And Daniel, he rebuilt, stronger, wiser, free. He started a new venture, not driven by revenge, but by purpose. And this time, people didn't just follow his success. They followed his character. Maya reached out one day with a message. "You broke the cage. Now you fly." Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's the strongest thing you'll ever do. Because holding on to anger, that's the real prison. So if someone betrayed you, if you're carrying that weight, let it go. Not for them. For you. Narrator. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button right now. Subscribe for more stories that will make you think,